welcome back everyone. So in this second session of video series of surfacing of vintage plane with its working radial engine, we will covering the another part of modeling the another portion of this radial engine. So myself Shivam Prapati, I'm mechanical engineer with honors and I'm CAD engineer CAD Center Hazratganj Lucknow. So uh, in this session, this is our session number 2. So if you haven't seen the session number 1, in which we have discussed that our what we have to cover in each and every session, and we are modeling some of the previous models like this and this. In this session we are focusing on two things: the master rod and articulated rod. Okay, so before jumping into the master rod modeling and articulated rod modeling, we just have to see that what is the function of this master rod and articulated rod. So the function of a master rod in a rotary radial engine is it's connect one of the piston to the crankshaft and carries the bridge pin to which the link rods are connected. Hence, it is the main responsible for revolving and rotating all the component to together combine all the component with the articulated rod. Okay. So, and what is the articulated rod? The rod in radial engine that connect one of the piston wrist pin to a knuckle pin on a master rod. So this is our articulated rod. In this video you can also see that here this red color you can see this is our articulated rod, and this red color this will be a master rod, and this blue color this will be our articulated rod. So let's jump into modeling of these two. Okay, so in our previous session we have discussed or modeled the casing for our radial engine and center positioning pin, as well as small component like piston pin and piston ring and the bush center positioning pin, all these example. In this session, this is our second session of the previous session, which is surfacing of radial engine with its working surfacing of aeroplane vintage plane with its working radial engine. Here we will model our some different component which are the part. So in this session we are planning to model the one of the most important and crucial component in the radial engine, which is this. As you can see, this is our master rod, because master rod is only responsible for holding all the others articulated rod. So in this session we will be modeling the master rod, this red one. After that we also model this piston, and after that we will try to model the articulated rod if we got time. Otherwise we will cover this in the next session. So let's jump and start modeling this first model, which is master rod. Okay, so let me just go to SolidWorks, and also the drawing for this master rod is as follow. So first we have to just draw this surrounding region. As you can see, once it successfully made, we can just extrude it by using the following this cross section. After completing the cross section, we will start cutting just like as shown in the figure. Okay, so just start. So first we will go to a new. Since we are making the part, we will go to part. Okay, so this model which we have given, it's the side view is like this, which is section view, and its top view would be this. So I'll start making with the top view. So I'll just take the top plane and sketch over it, and first we will start modeling the two basic circles which they have given. So the first circle, this one and this one. Before that, we will just first draw the central lines so that in which these two circles should be applied. Okay, so first we will draw the first center line and then we will move further. So I'll just draw one center line which is horizontal, and another center line which is vertical. So this is our two center line. Now we will just draw two circle which they have given. this one, and also there is another circle. So first we will give the diameter of this. So the respective diameter for that circle is 52 inner diameter, and outer diameter will be 63. Okay, so I'll just give in the inner diameter, which is 52, and outer diameter will be 63 as mentioned in problem. After that, when we first just model this, we will again just model two circle, as you can see here, which is approximately, not accurately, 28 to 50 mm apart. So these circle are of diameter 24 and 35. Okay, so we will just again go to circle and just draw one circle, another circle, and here also they have given the center line, but there is no need to do so, because the center line is only for reference. If you will not do, then also you can able to draw that figure. Okay, so the first diameter they have given is of 35, so I'll just given provided 35. After that, that is inner. Okay, that one I'll provide it would be 24. Okay, so this one would be 24. Still, after giving the dimension, it is not fully defined, because we have not given the fixed the dimension that how much apart from that. So that line, that circle would be 250 mm apart from each other. So I'll just give the dimension from that point to that point, which is 250. Okay, after giving the 250, as you can see that both are fully defined, and after that I'll just make this a small circle, which is given that diameter 10. So I'll just make this circle, which is at a distance of 26 from horizontal and 40 from vertical. So I'll just draw one circle, this circle, and another circle also. Why another circle? Because this one is also a part of circle. We can't just say that it is a arc. It's also a circle, and after just drawing some arc and tangent, we will get this type of figure. So I'll just make one circle which is having the radius 13, or I can say that 26 diameter, and another one which is of having the diameter 10. Okay, so the smallest one would be diameter 10, and the bigger one would be diameter 26, because radius is 13. Okay, after that we will just fix the location of that. So from horizontal it is 26, so I'll just give from horizontal that it will be 26, and then from vertical it will be 40. So I'll just provide that from that to that point, this would be 40. Okay, so this is our first circle. Another circle I'll just draw here, and they have given that from vertical it is 15, and from this center point of that circle it is 17. So I'll just don't make another circle, I'll just copy this circle, so that we don't have to just waste our time to draw another one. So I'll just copy, pick here, front place here, and now we will just first give the diameter respective. So that will be the same, because we have not changed anything, we have just copied it, and in copy the diameter would be same. Okay, so after that I'll just provide the length which we have given. So from center to that vertical they have given the length of about 15. So I'll just type 15 here. After that they have given from this center it will be 17. Okay, so I'll just give from there to there it will be 17. So I'll just type 17. Okay, so this is the final. After that we have to just we have to connect these two circles with one arc, and that arc is of having radius 72, as you can see, and that arc would be tangent from this one and this one. After getting these two, I'll just mirror them with respect to this line. I'll get the following, the downside of that figure. So I'll just first make one arc which is originated from this, ending from this, and maybe approximately from that, and its radius is about 72. Okay, after giving the 72, we have to just provide the mathematical condition tangency between this one and this one. So I'll just provide the tangency condition from this and that figure, and that will be tangency. Another, I'll also provide the tangency between this one and that arc also, that arc and that circle also, which is again tangent. Okay, so I'll just make this figure, and now we are able to we can just mirror this, so that we don't have to again draw the same thing. We'll just go to the mirror entity. So what we have to do, we have to mirror this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then we have to just mirror it about this one. Okay, okay, so we just got the fully defined sketch. Now we just have to draw the one arc between this one and this one. This one is having the same radius, so I'll just provide the radius, which is same, that is 72. And again we have to just provide the tangency condition between this arc and this circle. Just select these two, provide tangent, click OK. Again select this one, and provide tangent. Okay, so that's we have to just complete. Okay, so after that we will just see what we have to do next. So I have to just make this arc, but before that let me just draw this arc as they have given, and before drawing that also I'll just see that they have given the one slot which is having the radius 6 and having 150 center aparts and 30 from this. Okay, so they have given the 30 from this, so I'll just draw one slot, straight slot from here to here, and they have given the center distance, center to center distance between these two is 150, so I'll just given the 150 here to here, it will be 150. Okay, after giving 150, I'll just have to provide the same from here, it will be 30, so I'll just type 30 here. So from this one to this one it will be 30. After that they have given the radius for the same, so radius they have given the radius 6, so I'll just provide the radius 6 here, radius 6. Okay, so after giving this, let me just see what we have to do next. So next we have to just make this line. As you can see, this is not a horizontal line, it's some inclined line, and they have given also the inclination, means first it was 18 and then it was 26. So I'll just draw one line, so that distance will be 9 and this will be 13. Okay, so let me just draw one inclined line, just one inclined line like this, and just give the distance. So the first distance would be from this point to this point. They have given 18, so I'll just type this one as 9, and the second they have given is 26, I think. Okay, 26, so this one would be 13. So 9 and 13, this one is clear. So after that we just have to just draw another arc which is just touching these two and having the radius 35, also tangency between these two. So I'll just make another arc from this point to this point having radius 35, so I'll just provide with the radius 35, so this would be the radius 35, and also these all are tangent with each other, so I'll just select this one and this line, and I'll just give it tangent. Again select this one and this line, sorry, select this arc and this line and make it tangent. Okay, so there is some minor mistake. Let me just fix this line first, then we have to just move here, because if we tangent this also, it will just make things worse. So let me just draw another line which is tangent arc, so I'll just tangent from that location and touch it from here. Okay, so now first I'll make a tangency from this. One second, because this one is tangent, I'll just have to provide the tangency from this and this tangent. Okay, now it's clear. And they have given the radius for the same is 35, so radius for the same is 35. I'll just provide the radius which is 35. Okay, so I'll just leave the radius here. I'll just modify it earlier when we will just cover that portion. So let's come to that portion. So they have given that there is another arc which is also 72 and tangent with each other. Okay, so I'll just maybe draw another tangent like this one and just touch it with this, and provide the radius first, then I'll move forward. So radius for this is 72. Okay, now we have to just move that line. Okay, one second, there's something mistake, I think. Three-point arc, first this one and this one. First I'll provide the tangency condition, both this one, tangent, also this one and this one, tangent. Okay, they are getting that, so let me just drag it approximately here, and then provide tangency, this one and this one, tangent. Okay, now it's clear. So that line length is approximately lowered, so that's why it's getting error. So now it will be, I think it will make 72. Okay, so now it's a good result. So let me just adjust this line. One second. Yeah, I think we have given tangent to this or the, okay, tangent here or here. We just have to provide the radius. So radius for this is 35. Provide the radius 35. Perfect. So as you can see that it's just make clear. Now we have to just mirror this. So just click on the mirror. What we have to mirror? We have to mirror this one, and that small line, this one, and we have to just mirror it about this line. Okay, when we have to just mirror it about, we have to just extrude it. Okay, so we can't leave it like that cross section, so we have to just first they have given that total extrusion is 70, so I'll just extrude it with the 70, and before that I'll just clear something, means trim something. At that point we don't need that slot, because that slot will be appear when we have to just trim, when we have to cut those things. Also we don't need this one, because the concept of extrude is only work when we have just one close profile. So I'll just making the one close profile, that's it. So this one, and 63 diameter. Okay, so let me just think, 63 outer and inner, so it's bigger. Okay, so I'll just delete this one, so that finally I'm getting that close figure, close intersect without intersecting figure. And now we are ready to extrude this. So let's extrude. Go to feature, extrude. It's showing preview. That means that we are just clear with the extrude command. So just see what we have to extrude. We have to extrude it with the 70, and it should be extrude with the mid plane, so that we will be able to just cut those things after we are done with this extrusion. So extrusion is total 70. So just type extrusion 70, and it should not be 70 that one side. We will just take the mid plane, so it means that 35 in upper, 35 in bottom. Just click OK. So this is the final figure, as you can see, but as it is not completed yet, because we have to just make this cutting so that it will be get the final result. So I'll just make that top plane, not top plane, right plane, not over front plane. We have just take the front plane, so make those cuttings. Okay, so before that making the cutting, I'll just because we have just drawn with a middle point, so that will be the middle of this center line. So this one and this one, it will the middle of this whole figure. So I'll just make a figure which is approximately like this. So we have to just cut one that one, and please note that 28 is not cut from that side. Its cutting will be from along all the sides. Okay, let me just see. This is 7. Okay, 70. This is 7. Okay. So let's say 22. Okay, just see, this edge belongs to this circle 63. So first I'll just trace this edge, because this one is 63. Let me just check, evaluate, measure. It will be 63. Okay, so I'll just go to the normal to view. One second. We have to just take front plane, go to sketch, Ctrl+8. Okay, we have to just, because we can't draw things like that because it is not visible, so I'm just changing the display style to internal, or this one, like this one, and I'll just trace. As you can see that this line belong to that circle, so I'll just click here and go to sketch, and I'll just convert entity, so that I have one figure which is just act as a reference for drawing our geometry. So click here, and I'll make just construction line, so that it will not affect our figure. So this one, okay, 63. Let me just check one and another time. So this edge is our 63, so we have to just draw from here and to the outer edge. Okay, so just draw, or we can just draw one rectangle from that edge whose 28 will be the total width, or I can say that 14 from mid. So Ctrl+8, normal to view, and we just draw one say corner rectangle from that center point, because that center point belong to the edge which we have to just draw things. So that center edge, we will draw one rectangle, and that rectangle would be symmetry about this. So I'll just type select this line would be symmetrical. So I'll just using the symmetric relation to make it symmetry about both term. And now we just have to provide the width for this, which is 28. Okay, so that's how we can just able to provide the width. Okay, clear. That one is approximately clear. And now we have to just give that 7 length, which is just outside this, and we have to just touch it with the edge. So 7 will be starting from I think okay, let me, before going further, let me just extrude cut or revolve cut this one. so that we will get the smooth figure. So let me just make it again solid, and we will go to feature and then revolve cut, select this figure, and it should not be cut like this. So I'll just make some center line which will be considered at the center point of rotation for this. So that center point will be that origin, because this is the origin, final origin from both of the figure. Okay, now just go to revolve cut, select your figure, it will be cut, but we don't have to cut the overall thing. So just got to go to the top view. So I'll just go to top view, and we have to cut approximately like here. So in first I'll type maybe like 150 this side, and also in second direction also I'll type 150, so that we will get approximately the same cut. Because if we throw all cut, it will not become the throw all cut, and it will not be, you will not be able to hold it in this space. So now that's the thing which we will getting, and okay, well, that's clear. And since we have now the hole, but don't worry, we have just are able to draw that figure. So I'll just creating now the hole. Okay, so 72 and that one. Okay, so now you can just draw hole, but before that let me just in the top view also I'll draw that two circle which we are just trimmed in the previous session. So I'll just track this one and track this one, and the diameter for the inner one they have given previously also. So the diameter for inner one is 52, so just give it 52, and extrude this also with the mid plane which is 70. So I'll just extrude with the mid plane 70. So that's how we will achieve this type of result. Okay, so now we have cutting also, we have that edge also, and now we have to just cut that 7 portion which is just the extra portion. So again we will go to the front plane and normal to view, and again since this line is over, this is also over, we just have to track line, because that length and that will be this one, it will be 7. So just type here 7. Okay, they have given this one is 7, and then go to this and then go to the same reference line, means this reference line. So just click OK, click here, or I think that same reference line, or you can just track it. 1 second, I'll just convert entity into and make this line as a reference line, so that we get the some reference to draw from at what distance we have to go. So we have to just track it from here and then go to the top, and then here, and then here, and then here. We just have to cut these portion. Okay, this one, just cut this and you will get what you need. So extrude cut, I'll just extrude cut the both sides. So I'll just type throw all both and click OK. Okay, so I'll just get this profile, as you can see, and also there is some mistake, we will cover that in few moment. So I'll just check, and according to question they have given that that 63 is approximately that much in that length. Okay, so we have to just draw one circle which is 87 radius, and we have to extrude cut up to that one. Okay, now we will getting that. So just go to 1 second, that portion I am just not getting 63, we have to just overcome that 63, and we have to just draw two circle. So I'll just go to a top plane, sketch over that, normal to view. We'll just have to make two circle. The one circle would be 63, means this one, and another circle would be 87 as they have given. So this one would be 63, if I am clear, this would be 63 because outer one is the 63, and this one, because we have to just make this one that hole or that cylindrical portion, tubes portion like this. So 63, and we have to just extrude cut, and another one is 87. So I'll just give the radius for that one is 87. So I'll just type 87 radius, because they have not given the full diameter, they have just given the half portion of that, so it will be 174. Click OK. Now we have to just extrude cut this. Now where extrude cut? Just up to that plane, and we will get what they have given in that figure. So I'll just extrude cut up to surface, and what will be surface? Surface would be this, and click OK. Okay, now we will get what they have given. So they have given like this one. Now we just have to select this one and select this one also, then go to mirror, select the plane which we want to mirror. So I'll just select the top plane and click OK. And also below also we will get the same profile. So this profile we will achieved, and now we have to just move to that region. Okay, so they have given this like this or this. So let me just go to again front plane, go to sketch mode, normal to view. Again we have to just draw some reference center line. So select this one and this one. Okay, and here they have given that one second, they have given that here extrusion is 42. Okay, so just kept in mind that it should be only 42. So I'll just make center line here and just make it 42. After that, just make a symmetric all about. So select this one, select this one, and select this one, and make all of them symmetric, so that if it will be wrong, it will be not be getting that. Okay, so now you can just let me just normal to view. So now you can just extrude cut all those things. So this one, this one, this one. So let me just extrude cut from here, because here we don't need all those things, we just need that profile, and we have to just cut all those unnecessary things. So I'll just track here, track here, track here, track here, track here, track one second, it should be also had to track here and then attach with this line. Okay, so it says that it's one second, I just have to delete this one, because that's only, it's only symmetry, so it's already 42. Just extrude cut that region. So I'll just provide the extrude cut, and extrude cut will be through all both, so that both of the side will be cut, and we will remain with the that side which will be needed. Okay, so we will just come to that 42 line, and again we will go to the front plane, go to sketch mode, Ctrl+8, normal to view, and then we will just draw that figure, that side profile, as you can see here, this profile. So according to this, we have to just mark here that some portion, some few line, and that line would be this one, or just come here, which is they have given that 18. So from mid it will be 9. So just draw another center line. So that's why it is very necessary to draw everything when we initially extrude. We have just extruded from the mid plane, so that after that extrusion we don't have to worry about where should be a mid plane. As you can see that always there is a mid plane, mid line or mid center. From that you can just draw your calculation. So we have to just let me see, outer diameter would be 35. Okay, So 35 and 35 would be okay. So let me just track from that point, and I'll just give this line 35, because line 35 length, it is same as diameter 35. So I'll just give 35 length, and this is the same length of line from where we have to just move it downward. And they have given that how much the separation between from the midpoint. They have given the separation from the mid plane is 18, but we have just counting it from the midplane, so we just consider 9. So 35 here, the outer one, and just go downward with his wing distance 9. So just select this one, go downward, give this 9, not 9, this one is not 9, that distance from, let me just delete this. They have given the distance from this one to this point, it should be 9. Okay, the remaining will be extend, depend on what will be remain. So this will be 9. Okay, so this one is done. Now we have to just draw like this. Let me just see where they have given. So they have given that we have to just go here, and they have given that it should be 2 degree from that. Okay, so before that, let me just draw some aligned line, and which is having the radius 72 from that point. Okay, so before that, just draw some random line like this. Just release it, and this one is the your sketch that where it is cut. Okay, because if you want to see that extrude cut which we have given, and the sketch it where is belong. So this is the end point that we have to just draw line. So this line and this line, they have given this line, and the radius they have given for this is 78. So just type 78, 78. Okay, and just provide tangency between them, this one and this one, tangent. Okay, so this is our final side portion which we have given. We have to just extrude it. So I'll just draw this profile, and just go further, select this one, and then select this one, select all of these. Now we are at a position of extrude, so that it will give the same profile which they have given in this one. So just extrude this, extrude, and throughout both, so that both side cutting will be happen. Okay, so that's one is clear. There the side portion is coming, so don't worry, just sketch at that point and just type the circle, the outside circle which they have given, or track this one also. You can just do that one also, or just type the radius, the outer radius of the second one. So they have given the outer radius for second one is 35 diameter, so I'll just type the 35. Okay, after that just track this one also, because if you give, the whole circle will be deleted. So I'll track this one, and now I'll extrude cut up to that face, or that vertex, which will give me that result which I wanted. So up to vertex, so which vertex? It would be this vertex. Click OK. Okay, just 1 second, not vertex, I just type up to next. No, next would be no, also not good. Up to surface, or if I'll give this surface, click OK. Again the same error is happening. Let me just see. Okay, 1 second. Let me just measure that what we have just cut, so that we get the idea that how much extrude we have to give in. So we have to just extrude cut of about 12. Okay, so just type the dimension, it will be make. So select that figure, go to extrude cut and type 12 as your cutting. Again, it is the same thing. Let me just modify this. Maybe because we have just given the dimension, or that would be getting that error. So extrude cut, select this one, go to contour, select the middle one, so delete this one and type 12, click OK. Maybe we don't have to just draw a circle, we could just draw that figure, that half figure, and then we can just drag this one, drag this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. You don't have to just make the whole circle. I'll just delete this, because we have to just delete this profile. We don't have to just follow the whole circle. Now I'll just try giving the extrude cut 12. Okay. Okay, now it's good. Okay, so that's figure is good, 12. And now we will just mirror this profile, mirror this extrude and this extrude. So select this extrude and select this extrude also. Just go to the mirror, select a mirror face. So mirror face would be our top, and click OK. Okay, so this is how we have achieved. So the only small things which remain is that slot, and we have to just note down that slot they have given is 5 thickness. So what we have to do, so I'll just go to the mid plane and just take one plane which is at a half of this 5 distance, which is approximately 2.5, not approximately, exactly 2.5. So just choose the middle plane, go to the plane, and I'll just take one plane which is just half of that 5, so that we are just getting that small distance. Okay, now we will sketch on that plane the same slot which we have drawn earlier when we are just preparing our sketch. So just track that midline, select this one and this one and this one also, and just given this one and this one, this should be 150. Okay, and now we have to just I'll just make one center line so that it should be not be aligned at that point. So I'll just track it along this line, and again we have to just given, because they have given, as you can see in the previous figure also, that 30 from that. So I'll just give this one 30. So this one and this point would be 30. And they have given the radius for the same, which is 6. So radius they have given the same, which is 6. So I'll just type the radius for the same, which is 6. Okay, now this is the final figure. Let me just check once again. Yes, this is the final figure, 6 and this, and we have to just extrude cut to that surface. So exit sketch, go to feature, click on extrude cut, and in opposite side just throw all, so that it cut all the portion. Okay, so this one, and then we will just select this extrude cut, go to the mirror, and about which plane you have to mirror, we have to plane with the top. Okay, this one. So this is the final figure, I think. Let me just cross check one more time. This one, and for let me just hide this plane. For more visualization, let me just cross section this. As you can see that on doing cross section, and let me just take that plane. As you can see that in the figure, that what we have given, that hatch portion represent to the portion of material which is remain, and in that figure also we have get the same material, portion of material which we have remain after that extrusion or cutting. Okay, now we just stop that and just we will just right click on that part, go to appearance part, and they have given according to what we have just mentioning or what we have modeling. So we have modeling the master rod, which they have given the red color, so I'll just also give it the same red color. So just go to here and I'll give the same red color. So this is our master rod which is completed. So let me just drop down it, and another feature which they have given. So let me just see. So another figure I'll be taking that. Let me just see. Okay, so I'll just taking the same thing, which is articulated rod. So this one is similar to that which we have done already. So that will take not much less time, not more time. I'll just go to another part, modeling. Select any plane, that a top plane, because that figure belongs to the top. Draw some center line which they have given like this, and then start making circle. So previous one what we have done, that we have drawn some unnecessary circle also, which we have to trim in after that. Here I'll just keep in mind that what we have to need, we have to just draw that thing, and those things which we are unrequired for or useless for that modeling during the extrusion, I'll not model that. So just take here, perpendicular here, and then perpendicular. Okay, so just go here and let me just, I have done one small mistake, not in two parts. Just draw one single line passing through this one, and it should be vertical. Okay, start making circles. So circle they have given the 24 and 15 diameter, so I'll just make a 24 and 15. So what I am making, that I am just show you, I'll just make, I am making this articulated rod. Okay. This articulated rod belong to, because this is the master rod. Master rod means this is responsible for all the movement of this radial engine. This radial engine, as you can see that only master rod controls that main piston, and other just a follower. Okay, so these articulated rod are just a follower which are following this master rod. So now we are making this articulated rod. If you want to get the more clear visualization that how it's look, so let me just show you. This one which we have just a model, this one is our master rod, and now we are modeling this articulated rod. Okay, now we are modeling this articulated rod, which is not also difficult, just a similar one. So just jump, let's jump and start modeling. So we are now just creating two circle. Okay, so previously we have to just delete that circle, but here also we have to just make two circle, because that will be trim, and again we have to just draw. So 24 and 15, 24 and 15, just draw two circle, 24 and 15, 24, and another one will be 15. So 15, 24, 24. This one is 24, this one is 15. And after that, let me just see. The bigger one is 35 and 24, 35 and 24, 35 and 24. Now we have to snap it here, so I'll just snap it here. Let me just check one other time. 24, 35, 24, 35, 24, 35. Okay, and the distance they have given, the distance between these two is 178. So the distance between this one and this one is 178. So 178. Okay, just extend this line because we have to just kept all these lines in straight vertical. Now we have to just draw one slot. We don't have to just draw a slot because it will be drawn after we have just extruded. So now we are just going to draw that line, that upper line, and they have given 18. So just draw one line, horizontal line, which is 9 distance from mid. So just draw one line, horizontal line, which is at a distance of 9 from middle. So just select this one and give it 9. Okay, and after that just attach these two, this one and this one. They have given 24, and here also it will be 24. So let me just check one another time. Okay, 24. So just touch one circle, I mean one arc, it will be 24. Also this one, sorry, this one and this one, it will be 24. So select this one and provide this one as 24. Okay, also this one is also 24, so just provide 24 here also. Let me cross check this, that okay, 24, they have only given one radius. And now just provide this one and this one tangency, so that it will be perfect tangent, and also the tangency between this one and this circle and this circle, it should also be tangent. Again we have to just select this one and this one, it should also be tangent. Again we have to just select this one and one second, and this arc, it should also be tangent. Okay, so now we are just ready to mirror this. So just mirror, what we have to mirror, we have to select this one and this one, we have to just mirror it about this one. Click OK, and now we have to just trim this portion because we don't have to need this portion, and also this portion also. And we just extrude this, just exit sketch, and now we are going to extrude this portion. So extrusion would be depend on the bigger one, 42. So extrusion would be 42, type 42 here, and 42 would be from the mid plane, because we have to just cutting also, do some cutting portion also, and 42. Okay, after that we just go to the same as we have given that front plane in the previous example, and we just cut those things which are unrequired. So according to them, they have given this portion, we have to just cut that line would be 28. So we have just middle point origin, just draw one center line, straight center line, this one, and just draw one second. Okay, draw this, and we have to just draw one line, this line, and the length of this line would be 28. According to this, 28, this line length would be 28. So select this and apply this 28, and that 28 should be from the both the side. So I'll just provide the symmetric relation so that it should be equally distributed between all them. Okay, so 28 here is fixed. Now we have to just draw that line, and how much we have to just cut. They have given okay, they have to cut 9 18. Okay, just go here and then 18. Okay, so just draw a line here like this line, trace it, and we have to just go when the last circle alive. So last circle edge would be how much, 24. So 24 would be the last circle edge. So let me just draw one line. That line would be, length would be 24, because that would be the last circle edge, 24. After writing 24, and you can see also this is the last edge of that profile. So just go down, and how much they have given, 18. Okay, so just go here. Just see, okay, 18 they have given. So this line from middle it will be 9. Okay, so from this point and this point it would be 9. Just type 9, click OK. Again just follow the line, this one, that horizontal line, and that horizontal line will carry, let me just see, it will carry to the next edge of this one. So next edge, the last edge, 35. So I'll just draw one edge from that point, let me just snap it, so that point snap, okay, I'll just take the point snap, I'll just snap it from it. Okay, so just draw this line which is 35, because they have given the radius for that bigger one is 35. So I'll just give the diameter 35, just give this 35. Okay, so that as you can see that it's shifted here, but we want to just fix it here. So I'll just select this one, convert entity this one, and I'll select this one also, and again for construction, so that there is one point and we are able to just snap coincide these 2 points. So I'll just merge these 2 points so that line would be started from here. So just go down and just track this one and attach this one. So this is the final point which we have to just take, 35, this one. Okay, just extrude all those things, because this is the thing which we want to extrude. So let me just trim this. Okay, again this one, and this one, and this one. The whole figure is completed. Now you can just extrude cut this, extrude cut from the mid plane. Okay, so this is the cutting, and we have to just mirror this. Select this one, go to mirror, and mirror plane would be the middle plane, which would be the top plane. Click OK. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to just do the same thing as they have given that 5, the same procedure which we have to adopt here also, means 2.5 above, and we have just extrude cut here. Okay, so just go to the front plane, sorry, top plane, go to plane, take one plane, and that plane is also 2.5 above from that. So I'll just take one that 2.5 and just sketch at that plane. So we will have to sketch the slot, same type of slot which we have drawn previously. So let me just see the dimension of this. So they have given that the slot would be 130. So just track the midline, this from here to here, that would be 130. Means the distance, this one and this one, it would be 130. Okay, they have not given that from where it should be cut, so I'll just take 130 here, and the depth for it is 10. I mean the length, this and this, they have given 10. Just type 10. Okay, this one, exit sketch, and then we will extrude cut, not in downward direction, in upward direction. Okay, so this is our figure. Again we just have to select this, go to mirror, and we will just mirror this about the mid plane, which would be our top plane. Click OK. Now the whole cutting will be done. So this one is our articulated rod. Let me just hide this this one and select this one and part. I'll be selected the articulated rod with the blue color as they have mentioned what they have given. So this one is our articulated rod. If you have to check, just section it. As you can see that material is same as they have given, and articulated rod, which is just like this as you have seen here. Okay. Let me just open this one also. So this is our articulated rod, which is the part which control the other pistons, small piston. So let me just zoom in. This one is our articulated rod, and this one is same as this profile. Okay, so that's all for today. You can just wait for another session to get all the part assembled together, because at the end of session we will be assembling all those parts which you are seeing here, and we will able to design that radial engine in coming session. So till now, just like, subscribe and share. Okay, so thank you everyone.